What you see behind me is arguably the most controversial hotel in all of Las Vegas, and for obvious reasons. The Trump Hotel in Las Vegas is 64 stories tall, has almost 1,300 rooms, 350 which are suites, and 46 of them are penthouses. This entire property has no gaming, so there's no gambling, no casino anywhere in here. The entire property is also non-smoking. Additionally, this is a hotel and a timeshare property, and they have condos near that people either live in full-time or part-time, and they can rent them out. If you are going to stay here at the Trump Hotel, it is just 0.4 miles off the strip, or a 9-minute walk to the front of the Wynn Hotel. Or if you want, you can walk right across the street here into Nordstrom. You'll be inside the Fashion Show Mall, and from there you can go and walk out right onto the strip as well. This is your friendly reminder as we go through this property that I pay for all of my hotel stays out of my own pocket, so that I have the most freedom to say what I want and to help you better decide if this place fits your vacation plans. Everyone in hospitality management so far has said they respect the way I do things, so let's dive in. Superior King room at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas is where I'm coming to you from right now. So there's some things that are unique about this unit I'm in and this entire property that I'm going to show you as we go through this. So I am here on a Wednesday. It was the cheapest day I could find. List price for the room about $127 plus 13.38% room tax plus $39 resort fee plus 13.38% room tax on top of the resort fee, about $187 or $88 out the door on a Wednesday. Now I'm here on the 58th floor of 64. I think it's the highest floor I've stayed on. 60 to 64, I believe, where all the penthouses are. So I got one of the higher rooms on this Wednesday because it was very, very slow checking in here. So as you can see, the layout of the room, you've got sofa here, you've got workstation, another comfortable chair, glass table right here. And then as you look over to this way though, you've got a lot more cabinet space than you do in a normal hotel room. You also have sink, coffee maker, stove, microwave, and a completely unstocked mini fridge. So basically you have your own kitchen that you can live in. The reason that is because this is a condotel. There's only a handful in all of Las Vegas where it's a hotel that people can stay in temporarily, but there's also condo units that people either buy to live in full-time or they buy them and they rent them out. By the way, I am a licensed agent here in the state of Nevada, so if you're looking to buy or invest, there'll be a link down below. You can fill the form out and I'll have someone get in touch with you and they'll help you with that. So some people do live here full-time in this building. Some people just have vacation rentals here. Now, as we come and step this way, you're gonna see large TV screen, even more cabinet space, closet space. They have not one, but two sizable closets. This is already different than just staying in a typical hotel because it's built for people to be able to live here full time if they want. Now, checking the bed. It's my first time taking a look. So let's see if the pillows, comfy. They feel a little softer and not as full and like firm as a lot of other hotels. Let's see. Insects, roaches, bed bugs, anything to be concerned about. I think we're okay on that front. Let's check the bathroom. So, coming to the bathroom, nice, big, full-size mirror. That's big, dude. I'm a tall guy, and even that's more than big enough for me. Bathroom here is spacious. First thing I noticed when I walked in, I screwed up. I thought these were like two separate shower stalls. No, they're not. So one is a shower that you have right here, which is plenty spacious to step in. And then the other is your toilet. So you have a very private toilet area. It comes with its own phone. So if you need it while you're doing your thing, you can call for help. And then bathtub. Dude, this is a big bathtub. I am 6'3", and I fit into this pretty comfortably. And it's pretty damn clean. I mean, a few wear and tear marks, but I don't see a bunch of hairs or anything like that. Let's check the toilet. All right, let's see. Clean. Let's check this next one here. Clean. Down here. Also clean. Damn, good job. All right, Trump Hotel. Pretty good job. And they've got the double sinks here. So cheapest room I could find on a weekday here at Trump Hotel. I was able to check in about an hour early. There was nobody in line at all, so they were able to get me in without having to pay an extra fee. I am now sitting down in DJT, which probably stands for Donald J. Trump, for the restaurant. It's the only one they have here on the ground level. There's only here, and the bistro at the pool is the only places to eat. Place is nice and clean. It's super quiet in here on a Wednesday. There's only maybe 6 other tables, so I picked a good time to come here. They do have plenty of seating. They've got booth seating. They do have a bar area of about 10 or so seats with a couple TV screens. You can see the TVs behind me as well. So they do have the breakfast menu in the morning time, and then afternoon they have their lunch and dinner menu, and they even have a separate late night menu as well. I got the filet mignon, ordered medium rare. We're gonna give it a shot and see how it is. It was 10 minutes or less that the food has arrived now since ordering. And it says the filet mignon on the menu is 6 ounces. Doesn't really look like 6 ounces to me. The vegetables, at first glance, don't look that impressive. And, you know, we've got the potatoes here, but we'll wait till we get to dive in and taste it. I did like the filet mignon. I didn't realize it was gonna have that much sauce on it, so I had to like scrape as much off as I could. But I did like the way they cooked it. So, you know, there's a little bit of crust on the outside, so a little bit of that hard texture. On the inside, it was definitely more rare. So it had that combination of both, if you like that. The veggies, fortunately, tasted better than they looked. I liked the salt they had on me. You can taste a little bit of buttery flavor. I just not gonna finish all of them. And the potatoes, if you've watched me for a while, you know I'd keep my carbs low. So I had a little bit of potatoes. I did like the taste of them. I like the flavor and the salt they have on those as well. There's no way I'm eating all of these. So for what I had for the meal, 57 bucks, not out of this world. But next time, I'd probably come back and just get the ribeye. A little bit more money, but more than twice as much meat. The pool at the Trump Hotel is on the deck of the 7th floor. So the pool, the spa, the fitness center are all on the same level. The pool, it's not huge, but it'll certainly do the trick. They do have a small hot tub out here as well. Plenty of space for seating if you want. The pool does close either at 7 or 8 p.m. depending on what time of year it is. They also have a bistro you can eat at that's open from 10 a.m. to about 5:30 p.m. The pool typically opens at 9 in the morning. I asked about the day bed and cabana pricing here. They said during the week, the day beds are $50 all day, and on the weekends they're $100 and you just get the day bed. The cabanas are $400 during the weekdays and $500 on the weekends. It comes with 2 pitchers of non-alcoholic drinks, so like soda and lemonade, and then some other snacks that come with that. But then any other food you want in addition to that, you just have to order separately, but you do have it all day. The 11,000 square foot spa at Trump is where I booked a 50-minute deep tissue massage during my stay. The price was $192 with a 20% auto gratuity for a total of $230. I avoided the Trump signature massage after finding out that it is really more of a light pressure relaxation option. I was unable to find the prices online before my visit. I noticed the site says they change based on demand, but at the spa I was told that the prices are the same every day. Another strange thing was that the confirmation email I received from the hotel for my reservation stated that the $39 resort fee included a $25 spa credit. When I mentioned this at the front desk at check-in, the agent mentioned it has to do with a Trump membership card. When I asked at the spa, I was told that the resort fee does not include a spa credit, but if you sign up for the free Trump membership, you get 10% off spa treatments. The spa is smaller than Bellagio, but bigger than Sahara or Hilton Grand Vacation, and has a more luxurious feel. The locker room, bathroom, and sink areas are decently sized with an adequate amount of hygiene products available. The eucalyptus steam room was great, but the dry sauna didn't feel as warm compared to others I've been in. The co-ed lounge area had about half a dozen lounge chairs with probably the softest blankets I've ever felt any spa provide. It also comes with a handful of light snacks and tea you can enjoy before or after your treatment. My session got a little bit of a late start because my name was accidentally entered into the system as Ms. Orth instead of Mr. Orth, so my assigned massage therapist was initially looking for a woman, but it got sorted out quickly and I received my full time. The massage room itself provided a comfortable table that does warm up if you prefer. The individual showers were spacious, but getting the right temperature was a bit difficult because there seemed to be a long delay between turning the handle and the warmth of the water changing. The staff was courteous and the facility was clean overall. Your therapist will be sure to take into consideration any medical issues or injuries that you do have. The spa is a separate company from the hotel, but they are contracted with all Trump hotels. Their hours do vary based on the day of the week, and they are closed on Tuesdays. I would go again to this spa, but it would not be my first choice. The fitness center at Trump Hotel Las Vegas is not huge, but it's not too small either. It does have a sufficient amount of cardio machines that do face out to the pool area. If you want to get your blood pumping, they do provide a decent variety of cable machines and free weights so you can also do some lifting. They also have the usual towels and free water as well. It's very clean and will likely do the trick for most travelers. As far as parking goes, if you're going to be staying here at the property and you are driving your own vehicle or you're driving a rental car, you have to valet. There is no self-parking. If you're getting dropped off an Uber, Lyft, or picked up, this is the one and only entrance they have at the front of the property. So any and all parking or getting picked up and dropped off is going to take place right here. Who is this property best for? So if you're coming as a solo traveler, yes, this place will work. If you're coming as a couple, yes, this place will work well. Bachelor, bachelorette parties, if you're wanting to go out and do a bunch of like fun, crazy party stuff, there's none of that here at the property. There are some food options to eat. There is a spa that's kind of small that you could go to, but you are close to the action of the strip if you want to go out and do those sorts of things, activities during the day. Also, right around the corner here, there are a whole bunch of activities like the strip clubs and dispensaries and one very unique museum that you can go to if you like. So plenty of adult stuff right over this way. If you're going to be coming for business, yes, this will work. It does have a more luxury feel to it. So this could be a good spot to stay for business, or if you want to bring some clients to dinner or something like that, that can certainly work. Families, there's some families here, but there's really nothing here specifically for kids to do other than maybe the pool. So yeah, for families it can work, but to do kids activities, you're going to have to, go off property to find some stuff to do. Good morning, everyone. Got a little workout in this morning at the gym, came back, took a shower. Great water pressure on the shower head here. That is one thing I noticed when I got in that was really good. So definitely better than when I stayed at the room at the Bellagio. So that part was really cool here. And then a couple things to note about the property. They do have a coffee shop downstairs. I found out that's open from 6 a.m. to 11:30 in the morning. Other things here, customer service overall was really good. So my first time ever staying here at the property, this non-gaming, non-smoking property. The ATM, they said there was no fee. I was all excited at first and it said there's a $5 fee. I was like, $5 is definitely way cheaper than most hotels you'll find on the Strip and even near the Strip and downtown and that sort of thing. So I was like, okay. But let's get into the employee shout-outs here. Interacted with quite a few. Willie at the front door, who held the door open for a lady who was trying to get on a scooter. There were actually several people when I got here who were trying to get in the property on scooters or wheelchairs. So one guy came in, Willie held the door, and I saw a woman coming. Then I held the outside door, and Willie held the inside door. She actually had to step out of her scooter for a minute to try to get through. But nonetheless, Willie, good job, man. He was the first employee I noted before I even got here and checked in, was doing a good job. So checking in, Jen at the front desk, she was great. Abby at the spa, she was cool. Giles at the bistro down over at the pool. Disha and Alicia at the gift shop were great. Cristabella, the hostess at the restaurant. Guerrero, he was my server at the restaurant. Zach and Evan at the elevators, and Luladay at the coffee shop. That concludes my entire stay here at Trump Hotel. Tell me what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.